Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. Cole is out there with Gordon. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Rivers. And it's Jokic in at center. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles. And it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. And now Portland on the break. Lillard with the ball. Kept alive. From deep. The long distance 3 is buried.
That's a nice shot from Damian Lillard. He feels like he can drain it just about anywhere and appreciates the fact that he's got that kind of range.
And one thing that I don't think Dame Lillard gets enough recognition for, he's an absolutely fantastic leader for this team. The exact kind of captain you would want.
Dame Lillard doesn't do anything with regards to making excuses for some of the reasons why the team may come up short. All he's concerned with is how can we get better. That's the kind of leader you can get behind. And he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range. That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
Now here's Anthony. Lillard again missing.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
Rebound by Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. Back to Lillard. From deep 3-point range. And it's Lillard again missing.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic is not the quickest guy off the floor, but he uses his body well and great timing to get the offensive rebound.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. A 3-pointer is right on target. Lillard's got 6 points.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Pass to Bull. Back to Rivers. Passes it to Bull. Porter against McCollum. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And the Trailblazers another 3. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Here's Bull. After Damian Lillard was able to get the 3 to go. Pass to Bull. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And then Gordon with the dunk.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
Rivers against Lillard. High post, Nurkic over Rivers. Porter pulls it in.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look. And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. From deep. And the Trailblazers another 3.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Here's Rivers. The pass to Jokic. Puts it up from 15. And it's Portland with the rebound. Lillard outside. From the arc. They get it again. Nurkic the pass to McCollum. Here's Giles. Kicks it to Lillard. Lets it go with a three. Porter pulls it in. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Three-pointer, Lillard. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen. And before the game, we talked to Damian Lillard. You know, Greg, he is...
I don't fear nobody.
And if Lillard's proved anything to us, Greg, in his career, you know he loves a challenge.
One of the premier big shot makers in this game. I don't know if there's anyone you'd rather give the ball to in crunch time.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers, guys, what do you think?
Coming in hot. They were sharp from the perimeter right out of the gate.
They just couldn't seem to know what it was that they needed to do and how to stick them from outside. The defense pretty lost.
They've got Derek Jones. He's out there with Norman Powell. Damian Lillard out there with Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the 2. They're the group the Portland Trailblazers will start the second quarter with.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff. And after that great first quarter from three-point range, he has finally come back to earth.
Chanchar, the pass to Morris. That three off the mark.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, Portland again missing.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots, not the wild one he took there.
Here's Harrison. Here's Millsap. And the shot is good. Millsap's got the lead up to 3 now for Denver.
Well, right now, Millsap taking on the challenge and going right at him.
And a deep three from Lillard. Portland again missing.
Well, his poor shooting is a big reason that they're staring at this deficit right now. He needs to get on track if they're going to find a way to win.
The shot's good from McGee.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Now here's Lillard. 15 points in the game. And Kanter able to finish.
And it's not a secret. Kanter is a major factor on the offensive glass thanks to his size, strength, and excellent hands.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Millsap. Shoots the three. No good on that one. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Lillard from deep three-point land. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got it all tied up now for Portland. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard, and the wide-open shot from Morris. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jones kicks to Lillard. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Morris passes to Millsap. Lets it go. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
A good decision-making with the ball in his hands for Paul Millsap. That's a terrific feat.
Robert Covington's checked in for the Trailblazers. Collum comes in for Lillard. 1:44 left now here in the second. The three from McCollum. Rebound by the Nuggets.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The feed to Rivers. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Now it's a 4-point Nugget lead.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
Here's Rivers, following the basket by C.J. McCollum. 4-on-3 break. Passes to Simons. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
And Cantor throws it down.
The sheer strength of Cantor really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
Rivers with it. Inside. Tries from 7. Bull, 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Nuggets shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. First free throw is good.
And like his father, Manu, Bull's combination of size and scoring is very unique. The key for him is just staying healthy.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Derek Jones. And Norman Powell subbed in for Anthony Simons.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Now Rivers. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. Nurkic with the steal. And that one is off. And that'll do it for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period came to a close with them holding a 3-point lead. They couldn't hold on to the slim lead. And that's a wrap for our halftime show, the third quarter.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic. Gordon out there with Bull. Then it's Porter. Now, here's Lillard. He's guarded closely. For the lead, here's Nurkic. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. Nurkic has got the game tied up here for Portland. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
And you could see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And the 3-ball is good.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Pass to Bull. Lets the 3 fly. The shot misses. And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the Trailblazers making a change here. McCollum's checked in. Now, here's Lillard. 24 points for him. It's rebounded by Paul Millsap.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence.
McCollum feeling it out a bit from deep three-point range, and there's Lillard on the assist by McCollum. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Harrison kicks to Morris. Just 5 to shoot. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. McGee's shot is off. Trailblazers leading by 5. And here is Anthony. No points in the game yet for him. Lillard from outside. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Something sapped them of their energy defensively since halftime. In the first half, out there scrambling, running, hustling. Since then, not so much.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. The Nuggets shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game. And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. Norman Powell's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Yeah, the inside game of Jokic continues to improve. Adept at using that big body, finding an angle, and taking advantage.
Back to McCollum. Out to the wing. To the middle. Jokic with the steal. Campazzo. And that'll be 2 free throws. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Jones checked in for the Trailblazers. Lillard fires away from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight. The first one falls. Simons, he's checked in for Lillard. And Denver with a change here, too. Chanchar's checked in.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Here's Simons. Off target with his 3. The Nuggets trail by 4. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. No good on the free throw. And the second free throw, good. Here's Simons. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Now the pass to Powell. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Portland shooting their first free throws of the game.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
And so he makes both from the line. For Denver, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Yeah, nice silky finish on the alley-oop from the stupendous feed.
That sequence couldn't have been executed any better. Here's Simons. For the 3. Off the mark. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's a three-point game. Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Jones. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Powell in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
I don't think he even feels that kind of contact. His focus is just too good inside. Nothing a defense can do.
Here's Harrison, covered by Lillard. Harrison passes to Morris. Out left to the wing. Shot clock at 5. Here's Chanchan. Great positioning on the putback.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Lillard finds Powell. Back to Lillard. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Oh, good with the triple.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
They retain possession. Pass to Chanchan. And the slam dunk by McGee.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lillard outside. From deep. Rebound by the Nuggets. McGee's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Morris. And Morris throws it down. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
Lillard outside. From deep three-point range, here's Kanter. Lets it go from deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14. The 3. There's JaVale McGee with the rebound.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And it's Millsap with the extra effort. And it's a 3-point Denver lead.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
So for the Trailblazers, Giles checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Damian Lillard. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
Yeah, his shot is just not there tonight, guys. And instead of trying to shoot himself out of the slump, maybe he needs to start moving the ball around and creating for his teammates.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, JaVale McGee.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. He said, we're too concerned with their shooters right now. We've got to close off the inside. They are gutting us. He pleaded with his guys. Come on, let's take a stand. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Lillard against Porter. To end the drought. Count it. And the Nugget lead has been cut down to just 2 points with the bucket from Lillard.
Oh, he is just so clutch, saving his best for when the pressure is at its highest.
On the wing, Gordon. Here's Jokic. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Lillard against Porter. Lillard outside. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. From deep. And Bull pulls it down. Bulls got rebound number 5 here tonight. The Nuggets leading by 4. He kicks to Porter. There's the triple. He can't get it to go. And it's Portland the other way. Lillard with it. From deep three-point range. Cantor, the pass to McCollum. Now Lillard. From deep. The Trailblazers get it back in a new 14.
Well, he's made some big shots dating back to his playing days in Europe. Cantor coming through here in the clutch.
And it's Rivers with the ball. He brings it up for Denver. They've allowed just 7 points here in the fourth quarter. Jokic draws the double. Kicks it to Rivers. Back to Jokic. Now a timeout called by Portland. They trail by 2. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
I don't think they should be greedy here and think about a triple. With this much time left, I'd attack the basket, get a high percentage shot in tight, and take my chances in overtime.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Well, I thought they played smart, and then all of a sudden it was maybe...
Might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Giles is out there with Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3. And for Dallas, Porzingis is out there with Cauley-Stein. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Josh Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3, the small forward.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other.
Portland's gone 0-4 from three-point land to start out. Looking cold from outside. Lillard, the pass to Jones. Here's Giles. Deflects the pass. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Doncic passes to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up from beyond the arc and then some.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Now here's Doncic. And Cauley Stein has it in the corner. Richardson outside. Doncic outside. 5 on the clock. Richardson the pass to Doncic. From deep. Here's Cauley Stein. Misses in close.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Tips it up. There's Nurkic putting it right back in.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
Doncic with it. Jones covering. And Doncic throws it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
Jones against Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And last year, Dallas gave Porzingis the contract he was looking for to the tune of $158 million.
And Greg, credit the Dallas organization for believing in Kristaps Porzingis' talent. And now credit Porzingis, because you have to share shot attempts and usage with Luka Doncic. What has he done? He's concentrated on better rebounding, better rim protecting. This guy is all in on winning, and what a combination these two guys can be.
Now here's McCollum. The pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. Cantor trying to free himself up. Portland keeps it going. A new 14-second shot clock. And there's McCollum. That's good on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Boy, I love seeing Cantor distribute the basketball. If you're open, this guy will find you.
Brunson the pass to Porzingis. Now here's Kleber, covered by Anthony. Brunson with a clean look. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there.
And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brunson.
That almost looked like bad communication. You hate to see that kind of mistake.
And some changes here for the Mavericks. Marjanovic checked in for Porzingis. Powell comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Burke in for J.J. Redick. Lillard's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Right now trying to get into a rhythm, but so far this quarter, boy, he is struggling to make anything go down.
Gives the team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. From outside, off the mark.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Yes, that goes in. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Pass to Brunson. Makes it off the glass.
And a nice job here early of establishing an inside presence.
Lillard against Brunson. Now, here's Lillard. D right on him. McCollum outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. McCollum's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Trailblazers. From deep three-point range, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how
I look to the times where
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, one way to generate more offense, pound the offensive glass. That was the difference in the first.
I love the determination. They want to go after every rebound out there and overwhelming to the opposition right now.
We've got Jalen Brunson. Maxi Kleber is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Burke in at the 2-guard. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Now here's McCollum, just 4 to shoot. Here's Cantor, and he banks in the layup. Cantor's got the lead up to 5 now for the Trailblazers. Hey, Greg, you played in a different era of NBA defense. When you look at how defense is played now in the league, how do you feel about it?
You know, Kevin, I think the introduction of the zone, by and large, has been great. You get a lot more switching, and I think it brings more skill into the game. Don't get me wrong. I do miss the physicality that we had back in the 90s, but I tell you what, right now, my body wishes I had the opportunity to play in this era.
I bet it does. And here's the break. Here's Hollis Jefferson. They get it back, and Cantor able to finish.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Now here's Brunson. And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you can see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
You know, he's just leaning a little bit. You try to get away with it, but boy, the official all over it.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for Trey Burke. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And here are the Mavericks now after the Trailblazers pick up 2. Pass to Marjanovic. Looking to end the run. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. A different look now for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Now, here's Lillard. He has 5. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That is his first foul of the game. Zinkis, he's checked in for Dwight Powell. Passes it to Nurkic. Porzingis with the steal. Here's Richardson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Damian Lillard. And Greg, Josh Richardson's a terrific ball handler out on the wing who can create for others.
Richardson gets a lot of assists per game at that wing position, not just looking to finish plays, but also to create for others. Very well-rounded threat on the offensive end, and that gives this team another dimension in terms of playmaking.
Now, here's Lillard. Powell, the pass to Giles. Porzingis with the block.
This guy showing great potential as a rim protector. Porzingis a threat to block shots anywhere, anytime.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Anthony's checked in for Portland. Here's Doncic. And the pass to Porzingis. Comes up empty down low.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
And the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, put it in Powell's vicinity, and he will finish with authority. That's nice.
Now, here's Doncic. 1:35 left in the first half. Porzingis kicks to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
How about the vision from the young Latvian Porzingis, showing he really can read the floor and capitalize.
Pass to Nurkic. Dishes it to Lillard. Powell, the pass to Lillard. And he's good on the three ball. Lillard's got 8 points.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Marjanovic. Lillard against Doncic. Now Lillard, 8 points for him. Pass to Giles. 6 on the shot clock, and that one drops for him.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Doncic. The high post shot, and it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Marjanovic. And it's Portland with the rebound. Giles has got 6 rebounds here tonight. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And Portland again with the bucket.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the end. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. At its highest, their lead topped out at 5. Thanks for joining us.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Mavericks trail by 10. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. Robert Covington out there with Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. A pass to Porzingis. The shot by Cauley Stein, no good.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Here's the lob to the hoop. Kanter finds Jones. Back to Kanter. Here's Simons. Clock at 6. Left side, Covington. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Covington's got his first 2 points.
This is about perseverance and passion. Robert Covington refuses to be denied.
Richardson dishes to Cauley Stein. Outside, Redick. Passes it to Porzingis. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Very hard to contend with a player with the size and touch and well-rounded offensive game that Kristaps Porzingis has.
Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Simons surveying the D. Covington passes to Kanter. Here's Simons. Porzingis with the block. And it's out of bounds as the Portland Trailblazers retain possession. And a new group getting ready for Dallas. Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis. Maxi Kleber comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Burke, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Josh Richardson. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. McCollum's checked in.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Burke. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. The Mavericks shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight. And he can't get the first one. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Marjanovic checked in for Dwight Powell. Billy Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And then for the Trailblazers, Nurkic checked in for Cantor. Giles comes in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. No one covering. Lillard's got 11 points.
Awesome form on the triple. Lillard with textbook technique.
And there's the pass to Burke. Fires for 3. Dallas again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And then Lillard slams it in.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
Here's Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
And Portland making a change here. Anthony's checked in. Trailblazers leading by 14. Lillard looking around. Nurkic in the post. Marjanovic on him. And that one drops.
They are just killing them on the interior.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Doncic outside. It's stolen by Anthony. This is his first free throw of the game.
And last year, excellent at the free throw line. Just a shade under 90%.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for Dallas. Robert Covington's checked in for Portland.
Wearing the number 0 for a reason. Damian Lillard has it on his back for his city, Oakland. Just the latest star from the town.
Burke with the bounce pass. Dallas moving it around. Doncic kicks to Marjanovic. Shot clock at 6. Shoots over Lillard to stop the run. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Mavericks have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8. The free throw drops from Marjanovic. Mavericks making a switch here. Kleber's checked in, and he can't hit the second. Portland leading by 17. Lillard with it. 15 points in the game. To the inside. And Nurkic with the basket on the assist by Lillard. Nurkic has got 6.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
Well, you love the activity out there. What a play. This guy is busy on the offensive end.
Lillard outside. The 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
I'll tell you, it has not been this guy's best night, but the teammates have been there to pick up the slack. Love it.
Doncic passes to Hardaway. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Boy, this guy just finds ways to score. Tim Hardaway Jr. able to finish with contact.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers riding a 15-point lead at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Trailblazers leading by 15. Dwight Powell is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Trey Burke. Then there's Luka Doncic. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 slot. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. And he lobs it up. Doncic with the steal. And it's the Mavericks on the break. Here's Burke. That shot misses. Good D by McCollum. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Dallas. Josh Richardson comes in for Trey Burke. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Cantor checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Lillard inside.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Lillard against Doncic. A 3-ball. And Cantor pulls it down. And that's a foul called on Porzingis. That is his first foul of the game. Trailblazers leading by 17. Just over a minute played here in the fourth. Lillard finds McCollum. Back to Lillard. Porzingis with the steal.
And that's only his first miscue of the night. He's been unbelievably steady so far.
Powell in the high post. Anthony on him. Richardson, good.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. McCollum feeling it out a bit. And here's Anthony for 3. Unable to get that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now.
And it's still a close game. I mean, despite the fact that they've struggled to compete on the board.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard dishes to McCollum. Fires the 3. Cantor. And Cantor able to finish.
I love the hustle and the heart with which Enes Kanter plays. This guy is a terror on the offensive glass.
Lillard against Doncic. Shoots over Lillard. Doncic, no good. Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Lillard against Richardson. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
Understanding how to play pick and roll is so crucial to a big man. Kanter with a nice roll.
Down low. Here's Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
I tell you what a good thing that he showed up today, because without him, this thing would already be over.
Lillard outside. Pass to Giles. Look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Great look, but off the mark. Richardson attacking. And that one is good. Richardson's got 7 now in this quarter. Well, in the free agent race last year, for your money, Greg, who would you have rather taken? Kawhi and PG, Kevin Durant and Kyrie.
Oof. Wow. I tell you what, it's a tough call. You know, Kawhi's got a couple finals MVPs. KD's got a couple. Kyrie's got a ring. It's a tough call. I mean, PG is more than capable, man. I think it's a toss-up, partner.
I agree. Yeah, I'm going to agree with you. Trailblazers leading by 12.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for Portland.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this guy. Such an overall great performance it was for Damian Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down, as he was converting every good chance he got.
Portland moving the ball around. Portland no good that time either. And so it's Dallas with it. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points.
Wow, that's the mobility of Porzingis gliding in for the finish.
3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Lillard against Doncic. Anthony in the corner. Pass to Kanter. Back to Anthony. Launches it. Kanter trying to free himself up. Outside Anthony. Second shot opportunity. Buries the jump shot. And the Trailblazers lead by 12.
Well, they knew it would be a hostile environment, and they rose to the challenge.
And sometimes when everyone's rooting against you, it seems to bring the unit closer.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interesting matchups tonight. Stick around. We'll be right back with more. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in.
Kevin, thank you.
Indeed. Something special, David. Thanks. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And there's Porzingis. Then it's Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 spot. And for Denver, Porter is out there with Austin Rivers. Then there's Bull. Then it's Aaron Gordon. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And Brent, these teams boasting great depth. Many feel that's a hallmark of a great front office.
If you go back and you look, Kevin, at some of the teams that have made deep playoff runs or eventually won the championships, that tinkering about bringing in a veteran or just one piece to make that next step for that one matchup or that one series, finding contributions like that up and down the roster, absolutely, that can make a difference.
Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. Banked in off the glass.
The defense tried, but Doncic gets through. Luka able to put a smooth release on the shot despite the contact.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Here's Jokic. That one doesn't drop. Nice D from Porzingis. And stolen by Bull. Pass to Rivers. Here's the break. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. It's rebounded by Dallas.
He loved to make them pay for giving up that wide open jumper. Just unable to do so.
And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Doncic finds Cauley-Stein. Doncic against Porter. Just 5 on the clock. And Doncic, here we go. Doncic. Porter pulls it in. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Jokic. Porzingis with the rebound.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Richardson kicks to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. Dallas again missing. The drive by Gordon. Porzingis with the block.
Well, you can see Porzingis taking some pride right now on the defensive end of the floor, taking care of the shooter with his long wingspan that time.
Porter against Doncic. Pulls up, high post. That one a little long.
Now that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Here's Rivers. At the elbow, it's Gordon. There's the pass to Jokic. Over Porzingis. Jokic, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Jokic. Count it.
Yeah, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Dallas. 1:30 left in the first quarter. Poked away, and Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. A different look for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Porter. Dwight Powell's checked in for the Mavericks. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Dorian Finney-Smith.
And with good length and athleticism, Doncic not only gets to the rim, but boy, can he finish.
We've got 1:08 left in the first. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Is it getting cold in here? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
They grab their own miss. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Tough to match up with the length of Porzingis, and when he's floating around there, sometimes those rebounds are going to come up, and he's just too big to not get some.
Pass to Millsap. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Over to the left wing. Loads it up for Millsap.
Amazing how much the offense has changed around the center position and the way Jokic can see the floor.
Doncic outside. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Doncic has got 6 points.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Jokic against Porzingis. Releases, and that one's good. Jokic has got his second basket.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
It's all tied in Denver. We've got more in store for you right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
So much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
On the court for Dallas here in the second, they've got Marjanovic, Jalen Brunson out there with Trey Burke. Then there's Hardaway, and it's Powell in at the power forward. 4 on the clock. Here's Marjanovic. The shot comes out. The Nuggets shooting for the game at 42%. Harrison passes to Millsap. Back to Harrison. From deep. Doesn't go for him. And the Mavericks going the other way now. Now here's Brunson. Dishes to Hardaway. Stolen by McGee. Millsap inside. Foul on him. And that one's good. Millsap.
The contact's certainly there, but Millsap just too big and too strong on those type of plays.
And after some time over in France and the G League, JaMychal Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
Harrison kicks to Morris. Back to Harrison. To the middle. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Here's Hardaway. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Here's Morris. Somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Morris has got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets. For Dallas, they've gotten only one of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Burke looking over the floor. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession for the Nuggets. Bol comes in for Paul Millsap. And Porter subbed in for Monte Morris. Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Dallas. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. They get it back. Marjanovic. Redick passes to Burke. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so Green will bring it up for the Nuggets. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for JaVale McGee. Luka Doncic, he's checked in for Dallas. Green against Doncic. The Nuggets leading by 4. Gordon dishes to Green. The tray. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, the D really getting away with one there. No one on him. And that's going to be good 9 out of 10 times.
Nuggets have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. And so they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Austin Rivers comes in for Shaquille Harrison. You know, Greg, we know there's some power finishers in the NBA like Giannis Antetokounmpo, but he complains a lot that he needs to sell contact rather than muscle through it. How do you evaluate those kind of power finishers in the game?
Well, I mean, there's still power will always play a role, especially when you can add in quickness and athleticism. And I think you start right there with Giannis. I mean, he's kind of epitomizes that. LeBron obviously is still in that category. And a guy like Kawhi Leonard, he can send you into the stanchion when he gets going downhill as well.
1:10 left to play in the first half. He dishes it to Burke. Back to Doncic. Offline with his three.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Throws it up high, and the dunk by Bull.
And, you know, entering the draft, Bull was a polarizing prospect. Scouts didn't know who to compare him to, and maybe still haven't figured it out.
Here's Doncic. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Doncic has got 4 this quarter. Passes to Gordon. And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go, and I can't say I blame him.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Bull, and he sinks the second.
And there's no question that Gordon is a talented player, and it's clear he wants to be a star in this league.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. And it's blocked by Gordon.
You take your time. You don't give them another possession.
And hopefully that's what they'll do here. It's what most teams try to execute at this time in the game.
Brunson, good.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
It's Rivers on the wing.
Outstanding entry pass there. He knew exactly where to go with the ball.
And that's it for the first half of action. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, a pretty close game from the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. Well, what can you say about and
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Monte Morris. And there's JaVale McGee. And it's Harrison in at the 2 guard. Morris kicks to Harrison. Shot clock at 5. It's tipped. And here we go. Richardson heading to the hoop. And it's Richardson slamming it down.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
Here's Morris. Denver passing it around. McGee, the pass to Harrison. 5 on the clock. Over Richardson. The shot by Harrison, no good.
Well, that's the only way to take him out of his comfort zone from that range. Get right up in the jersey, force him off the spot. That's a big target in Porzingis, but he delivers.
And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Green dishes to Millsap. Pass to Morris. On the wing, Green. Here's Harrison. Richardson covering. And that one's good, Harrison. Harrison's got his first points in this one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And Dallas with a change here too. Hardaway's checked in. Doncic looking it over. Cauley Stein up top. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Now the dish to Hardaway. Takes a three. Porzingis trying to get free. And it's Denver with the rebound. Feeds to Porter. Back to Gordon. Inside. Porter in the corner. The shot, no good. And it's Dallas the other way. And so they choose to intentionally foul. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Luka Doncic. And here's Rivers. Jokic high post. Fires top of the key. It's hauled in by Richardson. The Mavericks trailing. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Here we go, one-on-one. Oh, Porter in position. Out of bounds. Dallas takes possession.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Out to Porzingis. Clock at 6. The pass to Marjanovic. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. And the Mavericks lead by 1.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he burns them with the pass.
Here's Gordon. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Jokic has got 4 assists in the game. This game has a lot of character here in the third period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Hardaway passes to Porzingis. Down low. Now Marjanovic. It's hauled in by Jokic.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Mavericks trail by 3. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Then for the Mavericks, Powell, he's checked in for Porzingis, and J.J. Redick is subbed in for Josh Richardson. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Morris. Back to McGee. The Mavericks pull it in. Now the Mavericks moving it up. Redick's got the ball. Rebounded by McGee. And an intentional foul right there. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Morris with the ball. Takes the 3. The shot off that time. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Nuggets ahead, leading by a point. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Denver in the lead. On the floor for Dallas. Powell is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then there's J.J. Redick. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney Smith in its small forward. Millsap passes to Gordon. Millsap kicks to Porter. And it's good off the back rim and in. Porter's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Nuggets. Brunson scanning the floor. Outside, Redick to tie it up. That shot missing. And Maxi Kleber is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. JaVale McGee's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Michael Porter. And then for Dallas, Willie Cauley-Stein comes in for Maxi Kleber. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And now the fast break. Doncic with the ball. There's the feed to Cauley-Stein. Basket counts.
Well, a 7-footer that has a bit of moxie. Willie Cauley-Stein loves to play rough down low.
A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Morris passes to Millsap. It's rebounded by Dallas. Doncic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. And Redick kicks to Cauley-Stein to take the lead. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Outside Millsap. Over in the corner, Green. Millsap down low. Here's McGee. Back to Millsap. And he gets the bucket. And the Nuggets lead by 1.
Hey, look over the defense. You find an opportunity inside the lane. That's good work by Paul Millsap.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Doncic outside. He feeds it to Cauley-Stein. He kicks it to Redick. Porzingis inside. Jokic defending. Doncic outside. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Passes it to Jokic. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he hits the jump shot.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. It's a 1-point game. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. It's to Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. From 20 feet out. And that one's good. Doncic has got 6 in the quarter.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Rivers passes to Jokic. And it's Denver scoring again.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Yeah, just much sharper out there. You can see guys getting in tune. It's not about playing harder. Sometimes it's just about playing smarter.
Doncic outside. Over Porter. A new 14 for the Mavericks. From deep. And it's Doncic missing.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
A different look for Dallas. Marjanovic checked in for Cauley-Stein. And it's Richardson in for J.J. Redick. 1:07 left in the game. Ball kicks to Rivers. And the pass to Gordon. Back to Rivers. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. And he overshot that one, missing.
That's pretty much the only way to keep him from taking advantage of you down low. You got to play tough, physical defense.
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The kick out to Porter. Bullseye!
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. That doesn't go either for Doncic. One thing we've seen from these guys is excellent passing.
No doubt about it. It's fun to watch the way they're operating as a team right now. They are all in sync.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
It didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
From deep three-point range, it counts. And that shot brings them to within just one.
Incredible. Doncic decides he wants to take over, and that's his personality. Comes up with the good.
Task ahead. Looking now at the lineup for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles. And it's Anthony in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Nuggets, Cole is out there with Gordon. And it's Nikola Jokic. Then it's Porter. And it's Harrison in at the point guard position. Pass to Giles. Porter with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. Here's Bull. That shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it, the fast break chance. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Jacks up a 3. And Bull pulls it down. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. It's his first trip to the line. Not many teams have the personnel, Greg, to work the ball through the post, but that's what we're going to see plenty of tonight. These two teams can do it.
No doubt, Kevin. It can really add a dimension to your offense, and it creates different rotations defensively, especially when you've got someone down low that's going to demand a double team. And so I'm interested to see, in essence, some old school basketball in terms of how teams rotate out of that post.
I am too. Got that bucket in no time at all.
And whether he's creating for himself or spotting up, Lillard's jumper is whizzing.
There's the pass to Bull. Back to Harrison. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Outside Gordon. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 17-foot shot on the way. Bull, that's good.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard fires away from way outside. And it's Denver with the rebound.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. To the inside, Jokic with the steal. One-on-one fast break. Here's Bull. The rebound by Giles.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Lillard outside. From deep. Giles tipped back in for 2.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Harrison. And the layup falls.
How about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Lillard looking around. From deep three-point range. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. Moving it up. The shot by Harrison, no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Outside Anthony. Pass to Lillard. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Lillard's got 5 points so far.
You got to get out on Lillard. I mean, his long-distance shot, you know it's cash.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Here's Harrison. That one good for 2. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Lillard outside. From deep three-point range. That one's not going to go. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Here's Gordon. Nurkic with the block.
His coaches and teammates like this type of energy. Nurkic demonstrating that he could be an anchor on the defense. I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Here's Harrison. Pass to Jokic. High post shot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
And a deep 3 from Lillard. And Bull pulls it down.
His shot's it's not there right now with his team leading. Perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Out to Anthony. And it's off the back rim. No good.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Jokic passes to Harrison. Stolen by McCollum. And here we go. Lillard's got it. The fast break chance. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Trailblazers lead by 3. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance here, boys. What do you think they're doing or not doing?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Austin Rivers, Paul Millsap out there with JaVale McGee. Then there's Monte Morris, and it's Green in at the small forward. Simons the pass to Cantor. Powell for three. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three.
Oh, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Cantor. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Now Morris. Bobbed up there for Green.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Here's Simons, covered by... Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. Morris passes to Millsap. Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. And he lobs it up toward the rim. Stolen by McGee. Here's Green. That one drops for him.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
Portland leading.
Well, there are a few players in the league that can match McGee's athleticism. I mean, his whole career, he's been a class above with the speed and leaping. He'll make the most of it on both ends of the court.
Powell. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Powell against Morris. Rivers gets a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range.
And see, Webb, you mentioned it with JaVale McGee. His vertical is off the charts.
Oh, yeah, he can get to alley-oops, GA, that nobody else can. The length and bounce he has is jaw-dropping. I mean, same goes for his shot blocking abilities. He times it up.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Harrison's checked in. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Carmelo Anthony is checked in for Rondé Hollis-Jefferson. And it's Derek Jones in for Robert Covington. Rivers kicks to Millsap. And the wide open shot from Green. That three off the mark.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide open three like that.
And he gets it to go. Powell's got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
He doesn't play around. If the buck is there for him, he's going to get it.
Passes it to Millsap. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Simons surveying the D. Buries it from three-point range.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
1:31 left in the first half of basketball. And here's Rivers. Inside, 6 on the shot clock. McGee dishes to Rivers. And Cantor pulls it down.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Now the pass to Simons. And here is Powell. Jones the pass to Cantor. He kicks it to Powell. Portland needs to get off a shot. Anthony's shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 7. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Green the pass to Harrison. Dishes to McGee. And out of bounds as the Trailblazers gain possession. A different look for Denver. Jokic has checked in for JaVale McGee. Aaron Gordon comes in for Green. And it's Michael Porter in for Austin Rivers. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Giles comes in for Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard misses. For Denver, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And it's slammed in by Millsap.
How many times have we seen Millsap throw it down? We've known about his leaping ability for years.
Lillard with it. Looking to end his... Oh, wow.
It's easy to forget about Lillard's hops. I mean, this guy has some sick dunks up his sleeve.
Here's Jokic. And it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one-possession lead in the period. And that...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. Boy, your alma mater, UNLV, Greg, has produced some great NBA players over the years. I mean, so many great names.
No doubt about it. Listen, I got a special place in my heart for my former teammates Larry Johnson and Stacey Augmon.
Right.
But also guys like Sean Marion. You go back to Reggie Theus, who was a tremendous player. And right now in the league, you got Kim Birch, dunk champ Derrick Jones, and up-and-comer in Christian Woods.
Good mentions. Here's who Terry Stotts is starting the second half with. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony out there with Giles, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here is Morris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The kick out to Porter. And Bull wide open. He shoots, nails the wide open jump shot.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Lillard against Morris. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his first foul. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Lillard from outside, hands it from downtown. Lillard's got the lead up to 10 now for the Trailblazers.
The remarkable range of Lillard. I mean, you see these shots he makes from distance with ease, effortless release.
Here's Porter. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim.
Off and running right off the bat here to start the second half.
Lillard outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
Lillard has a scorer's mentality. He's tremendous at going strong and earning a trip to the line.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throws of the game. Shaquille Harrison, he's checked in for the Nuggets. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And Norman Powell subbed in for Carmelo Anthony. On the wing, Porter. Back to Jokic. Outside Gordon. Clock at 6. Up again. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Now here's Lillard. Guarded closely. Stolen away. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Bull. Green comes in for Gordon. Rivers, he's checked in for Porter. And Monte Morris subbed in for Shaquille Harrison. McCollum finds Cantor. Lillard with it. Now defended by Jokic. Lillard with the bucket.
What more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
Pass to Rivers. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Here's Jokic. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Simons, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. Free throw, good. Jokic.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
McCollum against Rivers. McCollum kicks to Cantor. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game, and he makes the first.
Well, known for his unique personality, Cantor also remains a solid role player, someone his teammates enjoy playing with.
Paul Millsap is checked in for Nikola Jokic, and Portland with a change here too. Robert Covington's checked in for Norman Powell. 3rd quarter action, and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Here's Morris, and the layup's good off the glass.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Simons. He's got 5. It's stolen by Morris. He gets it in there. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
McCollum passes to Simons. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got 3 assists in the game. The Nuggets have gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Morris inside. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Morris has got 6.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
McCollum outside. Down low.
Strong interior player.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The Nuggets making a switch here. Janjar's checked in. And then for the Trailblazers, Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Powell in for McCollum. Lillard's checked in for Portland.
And they're doing a better job of working themselves to the line here in the second half.
Denver shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Rivers works hard when he's in the game. That's what you love about him. He's at his best when he's shooting the ball with confidence.
JaVale McGee's checked in for Denver. Nobody near Lillard. Nailed from three-point land. Lillard's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the 3rd for the Trailblazers.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Now Rivers. Pulls it up. The Nuggets with another miss. The 3rd quarter comes to a close. Trailblazers out in front. They lead by 6. Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Then it's JaMychal Green. Then there's Austin Rivers. And it's Janjar in at the shooting guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. Jokic, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And it's a challenge trying to guard Jokic from there. Adept at making you foul him on the way up.
He hits the 2nd from the line. Portland leading by 5. Here is Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Powell for three. But they get it back. Out to Anthony. Beyond the arc. He doesn't hit that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
The first free throw is good.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
A different look now for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Giles. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Powell. Millsap has the open look. That doesn't go on the chance to tie. Portland's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
We're seeing the very best of Lillard tonight. I mean, he's a Swiss Army knife of an offensive player. I mean, he's got a tool for every job.
Here's Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight?
Three-pointer, Lillard. Denver grabs the miss, and Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They trail by 3. Porter against McCollum. And that one's good by Porter.
And out of the pick and roll, Porter showing great coordination, fluidity, and versatility.
Lillard outside. From deep. Lillard again missing.
Well, you don't see that very often. A wide open three is usually like a layup for him.
Back to Harrison. Gordon, the pass to Jokic. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Passes to Harrison. Kicks it to Porter. Shot clock at 6. And Jokic slams it in. Game winding down, and they just keep changing leads.
And guys, no separation yet, and I really don't think we're going to see any all the way down.
McCollum dishes to Lillard. From deep three-point range, and Bull pulls it down. Bull's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And Jokic throws it down. Huge.
Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Outside, Covington. Over in the corner, Lillard. And Shaquille Harris gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Powell, he's checked in for Portland. And Fernie Simons comes in for Damian Lillard. Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're down by 3. 1:56 left to play here in the fourth. And now, let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Nikola Jokic.
He's put on a shooting exhibition for us here tonight. He's missed a couple along the way, but it sure seems like everything's been falling for him. The only way to keep him from converting is to keep the ball out of his hand.
The Nuggets making a switch here. McGee's checked in. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. He said, if we're going to pull this out, we have to do it as a team. We have to rely on one another, trust one another, and help one another. Let's go get this. Kevin, back to you.
Lillard outside. shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on Jokic.
Outstanding quickness ability. It keeps the D on their heels. He excels at drawing the foul on the drive. Wrong guy to put on the line in the close game. You know he's not going to miss.
And it's the Nuggets ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Here's Jokic. The rebound by Giles. Trailblazers trail by 3. And a deep 3 from Lillard. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
Well, just got too aggressive. You've got to play smart. Got to it on the way down. And that's a big whistle.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. Here's Harrison.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Yeah, he approached that one with total confidence. He has what it takes to come through in the clutch.
Lillard, the pass to Cannon. Kicks it out to Lillard. The Trailblazers with a new shot clock. Outside Covington. And there's the pass to Lillard. To the middle. Money!
And Lillard is known for being a clutch shooter. He's the guy they go to. He's the guy they believe in.
And Denver has possession. Here's Harrison. And Lillard is going to pick up a foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Cantor against Jokic.
Count it! Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 2. Just 2 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Guys, what do you think?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for...
All right, David, thank you.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And coming to you today from short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Now we'll look at Dallas's starting lineup. We've got Doncic. Cauley Stein is out there with Porzingis. Then there's Richardson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Giles. And it's Anthony in at the 3. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Yep, that one goes in there.
Boy, what a brilliant find by Doncic.
Now, here's Lillard. From deep. And that goes out of bounds. Last touch by Cauley Stein. Three-pointer, Lillard. Giles. The tip in on the offensive rebound.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed.
And then the nifty touch to tip it in as well.
Doncic finds Richardson. Portland grabs the miss.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
Lillard from deep three-point land. Out of bounds. It'll be Mavericks ball. Lillard's got one three-pointer tonight in 4 tries. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Here's Doncic. Outside, Porzingis. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots over Nurkic. The rebound by Giles.
Boy, not the kind of start they wanted. Only 1 for 4 so far.
And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lillard fires away from way outside.
Boy, Doncic showing some nice energy there, challenging that shot on defense. Well done.
Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball.
You know, it's really surprising that they're up at this point, given that he struggled so mightily. Boy, just cannot buy a bucket, guys. I'll tell you what, that's a painful quarter for him, and it's painful for me to watch, too.
Lillard from deep three-point land. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. Lillard's got 6 points.
And if you look at the stats for unassisted jump shot percentage, Lillard is always around the top. He can drain those pull-up jumpers as well as anybody in our league.
The pass to Richardson. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Portland leading by 6. From deep three-point range, Cauley-Stein grabs the board.
Guys, this hasn't been his quarter. I mean, to me, he just doesn't look completely comfortable or confident.
And the dunk by Porzingis. Greg, 11 years for you in the NBA. You had to have some favorite players that you played besides and with.
You know, it's a great call, and there were a ton of them. A few guys, though, Wilson. Gary Payton, I got a chance to play with Gary for a year and have known him. We used to go at it in high school, and it's really about his personality. This is a guy that constant chatter, practice on the court. That's what fed his confidence. Charles Oakley, another guy, he would run through a wall or through you to win a game. And then Scottie Pippen later in my career, just a winner and somebody who I competed against for many years, but then having the opportunity to play with up close, I got a greater appreciation for his skill set.
Lillard fires away from way outside, and the Trailblazers another 3.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
McCollum against Richardson. And another basket for Dallas.
That time Richardson defaulted to the mid-range shot. We know he can shoot them from deep, but mixing in that mid-range, it'll keep the defense off balance.
Now here's Lillard. He's got 12. McCollum finds Anthony. Back to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. uses the glass to finish the layup.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
There's 31 seconds left here in the opening quarter. It's Richardson on the wing. Pass to Finney-Smith. Back to Richardson. And that one's good. Doncic.
Yeah, Josh Richardson is just not a scorer and defender, folks. He can pass it, too.
Now Lillard from deep. Cauley-Stein grabs the board. Cauley-Stein's got 4 rebounds now tonight, all alone. No good that time. And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your 3-point game early. Puts the defense right up against them.
On the floor for Dallas, Marjanovic is out there with Dwight Powell. Then it's Jalen Brunson. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Burke in at shooting guard.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Powell, the pass to Canner. Back to Powell. Out to Anthony. Fires from deep. It's rebounded by Brunson. They get a hand on it. Mavericks trail by 4. Outside Hardaway. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Out of bounds, it'll be Mavericks ball. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Passes it to Brunson. The dish now to Hardaway. And so the ball's out of bounds. Powell touched it last.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Reddick comes in for Burke. Cantor kicks to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
It always helps when your big man dishes it like that. Cantor, excellent with that read.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Brunson finds Hardaway. It's stolen by Jones. And they're moving it up. And the dunk by Powell. And now a 6-point Trailblazer lead.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
And Reddick, here we go. Powell, the pass to Reddick. 6 to shoot. Doesn't get it to drop for him. And the Trailblazers going the other way. And that's a foul called on Dwight Powell. That is his first foul of the game. Marjanovic checked in for Maxi Kleber. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Powell. It's rebounded by Brunson. Mavericks trail by 6. And here we go. The Mavericks in a fast break. And the wide open shot from Reddick drains it from beyond the arc.
And they may be leaning a little too heavily on the three-pointer when there are better looks to be had inside.
Yeah, and it's one thing when your shots are falling from the perimeter, but when you go cold and things aren't going as well, you've got to get that thing inside. Mix it up a little bit.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
A different look now for Portland. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. And Damian Lillard is subbed in for Anthony Simons. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Powell. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And Doncic is subbed in for Jalen Brunson. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington comes in for Derek Jones. And McCollum subbed in for Norman Powell. McCollum outside. Here's Lillard. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Boy, I love watching Lillard turn on the Jets using that astounding speed to blaze past the defenders.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Doncic against Lillard. They get the rebound. Marjanovic from outside the arc. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Tell you what, guys, I don't think you ever have to question Doncic's effort level. He attacks the glass and the game all the same.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Lillard again missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
Richardson gets a wide open look. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Lillard outside. There's 14 seconds left in the first half of the game. McCollum finds Lillard. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Lets it go from 14. And a close game so far through the... Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to Portland came out ready to play. Well, he's been an elite scorer for so long in the league. Jack, how did... Thanks for joining.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
Ricky, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Giles, and it's Kanter in at the center position. That's the group on the floor for Portland.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Three-pointer, Lillard. Here's Giles, and there's a nice one-handed slam.
You know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Anthony's got his 4th rebound in this one. Cullen passes to Lillard. Shoots over Doncic. Offensive rebound. Kanter's shot is off.
you know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
2 points. That one goes.
Richardson, he's a physical guard now. This guy's got good strength, and he powers through physical contact and capitalizes there.
McCollum, left side. Kicks it out to Lillard. Three-pointer. Good on the three-point shot. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And that's another three. And if the defense is hoping that they don't heat up from out there like they did in the first half, they may be in for a real bad surprise.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got a pair of threes now here in the third for Dallas. Lillard with it, and it's Richardson picking him up. From deep three-point range, and that's good. Damian Lillard for three. Lillard's got 22 points.
And he got loose from the three-point range in the first half and showing signs here that he's still got the flow in the second.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. The drive by Anthony. And he uses the glass on the layup. Anthony's got his first points of the game.
And love the muscle Anthony brings to the three spot. Takes pride in outworking everyone when he's that deep inside.
Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. Nice move. And Covington sends it back.
No, sir, not today. Don't come in here. Covington not having it.
And it's Anthony with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there.
Boy, I tell you what, guys, this is really getting close to being real ugly.
1:05 left to play here in the third. They get it back. Bucket is good. Marjanovic has got 6.
Really strong rebounding on the interior, and he gets the easy putback.
Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside, Covington. He kicks it to Powell. Back to Covington. Fires the three. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
Well, I tell you what, that's Covington's game now. He's really thinking shot before he catches it.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Brunson, and he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
You know, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
The Mavericks have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That one falls for Brunson. For the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic comes in for Cantor, and Jones subbed in for Anthony. J.J. Redick's checked in for the Mavericks. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Powell against Redick. Shot from the low block. The pass to Simons. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Finney Smith. Pass to Powell. To the paint. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it up.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trailblazers. He ends up dropping in 2 from distance, making a difference from long range in this one. We come back right after this. 3/10 quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. And here are the Trailblazers now. They've led by as much as 10. On the floor for Dallas, Cauley Stein is out there with Tim Hardaway Jr. Then it's Josh Richardson. Then there's Doncic, and it's Porzingis in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And And here's McCollum for three. Here's Giles. Lillard from outside gets it to go from beyond the arc. Lillard's got 11 points here in just the second half. Mavericks trail by 9. Doncic with it. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And he has starting to turn it on now after that slow start.
Pass to McCollum. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. Trailblazers moving the ball around. Lays it up off the glass.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
The three for Doncic. That one misses. And the Trailblazers going the other way. Here's Lillard. Nurkic finds Lillard. No good on the triple. Mavericks trail by 9. Back to Doncic. Over Jones. And it's Doncic. That time on the assist from Hardaway.
You know what? It's really rare to see young players like Doncic have such offensive creativity in their games. Deadly from the mid-range.
Passes it to Jones. Here's Giles. Cauley-Stein defending. Here's Giles. And the layup's good off the glass.
Nice touch there near the hoop.
Now, here's Doncic. From deep. That doesn't go either for Doncic. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. There's the three. Mavericks with the rebound.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
It'll go. The Portland lead is cut to just 7 on the basket from Doncic.
This is a fantastic performance in this half. He didn't play as well in the first, but you just know with this guy, he's always ready to turn it around.
McCollum passes to Nurkic. He dishes it to Lillard. Shot clock at 5. And the pass to Giles. Porzingis with the rebound.
Boy, that's a look. He has to finish it. He knows it. Blown opportunity.
And so they foul intentionally. So for the Trailblazers, Hollis Jefferson's checked in for Harry Giles. Norman Powell comes in for Jones. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. A good look from Doncic. Kicks it out to Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. Fires from deep. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 9 points in the quarter.
How impressive is Doncic? This guy is incredible at stepping up in big moments.
Richardson against McCollum. Porzingis with the block. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
So for the Trailblazers, Cantor checked in for Nurkic. Anthony comes in for C.J. McCollum. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Lillard against Doncic. Lillard outside. Nails the triple.
Proof positive that Lillard is worthy. That's talent you can build a franchise around.
52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And here's Doncic from the arc. It drops. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And such a clutch shooter. I mean, he lives with a big shot. And when he's rolling like this, watch out.
Lillard outside. And that one, good.
Somebody's really lit the fuse for Damian Lillard.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Fires from the line. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Now Lillard. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. Dallas calls timeout. They're down by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
And now, a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Damian Lillard.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. And David.
Kevin, thanks very much.
Sure is. Thanks, D.A. Missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. Now the starting group for the Denver Nuggets. They've got Nikola Jokic, Aaron Gordon out there at Bowl. And it's Rivers, and it's Porter in at the shooting guard. And for the Mavericks, they've got Richardson. Porzingis is out there with Marjanovic. Then there's Doncic, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Here's Gordon after Luka Doncic's bucket. And the basket by Gordon.
An underrated part, really, of being a sick athlete like Gordon, body control. Used it there to keep the form on his shot.
Now, here's Richardson. Here's Porzingis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Jokic. Yep, it counts.
Love the floor spacing with this offense because Jokic at the center can move the ball just about anywhere you want. And now he's attacking the paint.
The playmaking of Jokic, so incredible. Creating this inverted offense. Bones, for your money, does it matter what position your best playmaker occupies?
I don't think so. And Jokic might be the secret sauce to that, and proving that from the center position, much like Arvydas Sabonis and Vlade Divac before him, can impact and also frustrate opposing defenses because you can't stop the center from making these kind of plays.
Now, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Here's Doncic. Lots of room. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there. Look, they're not going to play a perfect game, but so far they are 5 of 5, and the D has to be concerned.
Here's Doncic. Michael Porter making his last shot. Richardson the pass to Doncic. It's deflected.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
With the tip. Mavericks trail by 4. Richardson gets a wide open look. The 19-footer is on the money.
Nice job, Richardson, playing now in the mid-range. That tells me his offensive game is showing confidence.
Rivers with it. Outside Porter. Pass to Jokic. Pocket 6. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Porzingis kicks to Doncic. In the corner, it's Richardson. And it's sent back by Jokic.
Jokic using all 7 feet there. Good effort by the center.
And that one's good. Marjanovic.
Yeah, draw the D in, kick it out for the open shot. That's taking a page straight out of your textbook. Well done.
And here's Rivers. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's the lob to the hoop. It's rebounded by Doncic. And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Trailing by 2. Here's Porzingis. And it's all evened up.
How about the touch from Porzingis, demonstrating just how comfortable he is operating in that area of the floor.
Rivers passes to Porter. Ball kicks to Porter. Passes it to Bol. Shoots over Doncic. Off the left rim and out.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
Richardson against Rivers. Puts up a 3. And no good. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. It's a tie game in Dallas. And And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And you don't see that all that often, getting down there and doing that much damage in a quarter. You got to respect the game plan.
Cauley Stein is out there with Powell. Then there's Tim Hardaway Jr. Then there's Trey Burke. And it's Brunson in at the guard position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Now here's Millsap. Rebounded by Hardaway.
His touch from mid-range, that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
Brunson with a clean look. Offensive rebound. Powell kicks to Burke. And he's good on the three ball. Burke's got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
And a 5-star recruit coming out of high school. Powell had an excellent college career, yet he fell to the second round of the draft. Didn't even hear his name called as he was selected during a commercial break.
Here's Brunson after the Nuggets pick up 2. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
And GA, even when he did arrive to the NBA, it took Powell a while to latch on.
You know, traded a couple times in his first year. He was assigned and recalled 10 times in about a month with Boston's D-League affiliate. Finally found a home in Dallas.
And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Harrison. Burke covering. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. The Mavericks leading. It's deflected. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. J.J. Redick's checked in for Burke. Rivers, he's checked in for Denver. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Out to Hardaway. Brunson scanning the floor. Just 3 to shoot. Dallas, no good that time either. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Rivers, and then Rivers with the dunk.
Well, the defense cannot allow Austin Rivers to do that. He loves embarrassing them with the handle.
1:56 left in the first half. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Paul Millsap picks one up. A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. You think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question, and believe it or not, you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
And the basket by Gordon.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Both free throws good from Doncic.
Yeah, a nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
Morris into the lane, and Morris throws it down.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Doncic, and the dunk by Doncic.
Has the vertical needed to dunk it. Doncic showing off the power and flair that he possesses.
Morris passes to Bull. Harrison in the corner. Morris outside. Now here's Bull. No points in the game yet for him.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Morris dishes to McGee. Nice D from Porzingis.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Now Morris from 11 feet away. No good on the last second attempt there.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, and welcome. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
we've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
So out there for the Nuggets right now, they've got Bull. Porter is out there with Rivers. Then it's Aaron Gordon, and it's Jokic in at the center filling out the middle.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Denver shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Doncic outside. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Doncic has got 10 points.
And he's capable of scoring from anywhere, really. Doncic has a strong grasp here of the mid-range.
Here's Rivers. Gordon deciding where to go with it. And he makes good on the layup. He has 6.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Doncic with it. And it's Gordon picking him up. And it's Doncic missing.
And there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close. And how about that? Coming out to start the half, a perfect 3 of 3.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Mavericks. They lead by 1. 90 seconds now into the second half. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
If you dig down deep at some of the numbers, Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Here's Doncic. 10 points for him. Inside. Lets it go from 14. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Rivers against Doncic. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. And Jokic likes physical play. He embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
And Dallas going with a whole new group out there. And then for Denver, Millsap comes in for Bull. And Morris subbed in for Michael Porter.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
A tremendous mobile one block that we had to see again. Great send back.
The defensive awareness, the timing. When you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Greg, as a young player, one of your mentors was Patrick Ewing. How valuable was that to have that kind of guy tutoring you, mentoring you as you were just getting in the NBA?
I tell you, he was the consummate professional and really an incredible leader by example. This guy spent infinite amount of hours in the gym in the offseason honing his craft. First on the floor, last to leave it throughout his professional career. And that's something he had in common with all the truly greats who ever played the game.
Dallas making a switch here. Kleba's checked in. Jokic finds Millsap. And another miss by Denver. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Hardaway against Gordon. Outside Hardaway. Fires for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
A different look for Denver. JaVale McGee's checked in for Jokic. JaMychal Green comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Austin Rivers.
And you can see him give a little nod and then just burst to the rim for the alley-oop slam.
A pair of teammates, Greg, with a terrific feel for each other. Up top, Morris. Guarded by Hardaway. Morris kicks to Harrison. Goes up to the stripe. Kept alive. McGee's shot is off. The Mavericks trail it. Cauley Stein passes to Pop. Pass to Brunson. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The Nuggets have gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. And it's Green missing. Dallas has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Powell. Got a piece of it. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Now here is Hardaway. Defense is right there. And that one's good. Harrison. And the Nuggets lead by 3.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Here's Brunson. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the fourth.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one pretty quickly.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
Sometimes it happens when the offense is struggling, but every now and then this helps with the offensive uptick right there. Great job of setting his teammate up.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Our fourth quarter action underway, presented by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups. On the floor for Dallas, J.J. Redick is out there with Doncic. Then there's Marjanovic. Then there's Porzingis. And it's Hardaway in at the 3 spot. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for the Mavericks. To take the lead. No good. And it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Morris. Got a piece of it. Now here's Redick, the fast break opportunity. Marjanovic, no good. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Richardson, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Morris passes to McGee. Back to Morris. And Morris throws it down.
And sometimes as a point guard, you got to take things into your own hands.
Yeah, right. It's okay to be selfish when you have a chance like that.
Well, if he's calling his own number, there's a reason for it. They respect the decision-making from him out there.
It's clear that Doncic has the touch from three-point land. Now he just needs the consistency.
The pass to Millsap. Goes up on the high post. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And he commits the intentional foul. And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. Doncic outside. He dishes it to Richardson. Doncic feeling it out. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. Nuggets have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. Gordon. Porter kicks to Gordon. Doncic with the steal. Porzingis with the ball. In the corner, it's Kleber. Hits the 3-point bomb. Kleber's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. The Nuggets trail by 3. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Rivers can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Finney-Smith's checked in. From deep 3-point range, it's hauled in by Jokic. Jokic has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rivers can't get it to go. Dallas leading by 3 and stolen by Gordon. Jokic with it, now guarded by Porzingis. And Jokic throws it down.
Well, Jokic needed it, and he got it.
Dallas has gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. And here is Doncic. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Just not sure if he ran out of energy at halftime or what, but so far just not himself in the second half.
Porzingis feeling it out a bit. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the 4th quarter. Finney-Smith passes to Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Jokic grabs the miss.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Well, he's missing, and it's starting to affect a little bit in his body language, and you just don't want to see that.
Richardson outside. There's a minute left to play in the final quarter. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
Boy, I'd love to see him just get a smidge closer to the basket. Once he sees a few shots go in from there, that might open up everything from distance.
Remember that one, guys, a difference maker.
I'm wondering, is that the biggest shot of the game?
No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. Buries the triple.
Man, I'll tell you what, the pressure is cranked up. Who better to call than this guy?
Rivers passes to Jokic. Oh, wow, a huge basket to tie the game.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
Porter against Doncic. Missed.
In Europe, Doncic spent a lot of time as a primary ball handler. You see the craftiness there in terms of drawing fouls.
He sinks the clutch free throw. And so both free throws are good. And it's a two-point ball game.
Yeah, free throws put them in an excellent position to win this thing now. It's all in the hands of the D.
Denver calls timeout. They're behind by 2. 3 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, what's your take?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
Near the three-point line, it's Porter. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but David, thank you.